Hello, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to episode 5 of Aussie Cluff, our bid to resume Nottingham Forest's place at the top of European football, starting, of course, with promotion from League One. You can see from last episode, a bit of a mixed bag, but not too bad. First up, we went and we played Port Vale away. You can see we got a 2-0 win. We missed loads and loads of chances, but we did do enough to get the result. You can see it was Njoku and it was James Tilley that got the goals for us in the second half. Probably should have won by more, but we got the 3 points. Then Checker Trade Trophy away to York City. We had, again, more than enough chances to win this game, but typical of us, we didn't take them. We had some defensive errors. You can see it was Dominic Ball that got the goal for us, a defender, halfback, depending on our position that we're playing. But yeah, we should have won this game, really. We just didn't take chances. And again, we put out a reserve team. So in that sense, it's not too much to worry about because it wasn't our full-strength team that were getting done by a League One team. A League Two team, sorry. But yeah, it's still not quite what I would have liked. Then we went and we hosted Dagenham and Redbridge, and you can see a 1-0 win. We weren't at our best, but we did just ground out the result. You can see Elazaj got the goal in the 79th minute to win it for us. It was a deserved win, I think, overall, but we weren't at our best. Then we went away to Cheltenham, and we were really poor. We never, ever looked like scoring, and when the goal came for them in the 82nd minute, we really couldn't complain. It was a bit of a disappointing result, to be honest. But this episode, we're going to bounce back. We've got Luton at home, who are coming 6th in the league, and we have Bristol Rovers away, who are 12th. And you can see the FA Cup first-round draw, we've drawn Telford. They're a non-league team, so probably won't show that. I'm expecting to beat them quite comfortably, being that they're non-league, and we are a championship club in all but name, I feel. But let's have a look at what the league table looks like since last episode. You can see we are still top, which is really good. 4 points clear of third, second as well, but Charlton Deuce will have a game in hand. But it's looking as though quite a few clubs are sort of just in and around, isn't it? The playoffs just below us there. So we can't afford to drop off too much. You can see the I just can't speak this episode. The Checker Trade Trophy, it is a bit of a tongue twister though, isn't it? Table, not looking good for us, is it? We have Stoke on the 23s next. Like I say, we're not taking it seriously. The board don't regard it as important, so why should we? Now, of course, for the best of those goals from those games, goals of the month, the end of the episode for October, they'll be in that. But for now, it's Bristol. It's not Bristol. It is Luton Town. And this is the team we're going with. This is the formation that I'm starting to settle with, too. We just tend to play a little bit better when we do play like this. So it's Ollie Day in goal. It's Davidson, it's Suter, it's Ryan Mitchell across the back. It is Holmes, Dennis, and Njoku giving us the width. It's Matty James back from injury, and Mason, our two gun midfielders, are back. So that's good. Zelaw comes in because Tilley has picked up a knock, so he plays in that advanced playmaker role in behind Elazaj and Callum Mosley. Pretty good team. This is getting close to our strongest, so hopefully we'll get a result with it. All right, so we can see Luton, they go in the old-fashioned 4-4-2. Gareth McCauley up front. He must be 60 by now. Let's have a look. Gianmario says they have a point to prove. We're at home. Let's go a passionate, give the fans a performance they're expecting. I would imagine that the fans would be expecting us to beat Luton. And the old calm, we have faith. And then we'll get on out there and hopefully secure a win. That attendance isn't great, is it? But they're in fine voice, so hopefully we can give them a performance here. I am, as I said, starting to favour this formation a little bit. I feel like the downside is that it does leave Zelaw out. Here is a chance from a free kick. Liam Mason stands over it, off the post. Unlucky. What a free kick that would have been. It does sort of leave Zelaw out. He plays really well as a left winger, but he seems to be the only one that's really playing well in that formation. And he did carry us, if you remember back to the first month or so, and he scored 6 goals in almost as many games, and he was really carrying us. But that's sort of faded a little bit, and this seems to be the formation that is suiting us a little bit better now. Now let's see if we can build from this throw here, and Njoku should take that in. Goes in for Zelaw. Speak of the devil, it's not a great pass, that one. Oh, dear. We're not going to get done on a counter like that, are we? Oh, for the love of all things football. We've got away with one there. So, one frame of the goal each. So, 0-0 is probably just about fair right now. Let's give this another encourage. Holmes Dennis into Zelaw. Oh, he's lost the ball again. We may have to take Zelaw off here. He really went off the boil. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with him, actually. But James Tilley was playing in that advanced playmaker role and doing a really good job. But he's picked up a knock right now, so he's unavailable to us. We do have Ennis. We do have Lyndon Gooch is back as well, who can play in that role. So if Zilor doesn't pick up, we might look for that in the second half. He just keeps passing it into players, isn't he? Matty James, that's a nice ball out for Holmes Dennis. Can he get across in? He's wasting a little bit of the momentum there, but he's come back for Liam Mason. Oh, not quite again. They've got the block for Zilor. Zilor's running away from the ball right now. Mason out to Njoku. Come on, Njoku. Go on, son. Oh, how have we missed? How have we missed? We just gave them an encourage, didn't we? So we'll wait for that to come in. You can see we're playing well again. We're getting shots. We're just not taking chances. And we've got the instruction of work it into the box, so it's not like they shouldn't be just sort of getting within side a goal and putting their foot through it. We should be trying to sort of use it a little bit more and wait for an opening, be a little bit more patient. Now, Elazage is doing just that. Mason in for Zilor. Zilor to Elazage. Can he pick up Mosley? No, but he's got Zilor. Holmes. Dennis is in space there if he can find him. Zilor, no, that's not what we want. It's not what we need. He's not having a great game, old Zilor, is he? Let's see if we can try maybe a demand more, or wait and see what happens to this highlight first. No, we've lost out on that one. Can we win this? No, we cannot. Oh, we're just letting them run around us. We're still on. We still have defense. How this game is 0-0, I have no idea. We still have defensive positioning as our training. I have tried to strengthen our coaching staff. Wondering if that was maybe some of the issue is just the quality of coaching. So we've got a few of our coaches in from Villa, actually, that have decided that they'll come and join us here. But, yeah, you can see it's not... Finishing has been absolutely woeful. For them as well. I mean, they've only had the 3 shots, but we've seen they could easily have scored at least 2 goals from them anyway. So, yeah, it's not quite good. It's there, but it's not quite there, is it? We'll go with we've been the better team, just keep doing what you're doing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and just basically anyone that's not playing well is just tell them that they're not playing well. So I'll edit that out and we'll come back for the second half. Okay, here we go. And the other thing I did is I took Zilor off of an advanced playmaker and I've put him as just as an attacking midfielder. We might be trying to force the ball through him, maybe a little bit too much, and that's some of the problem. But there's a good ball for Elazage. Can you pick out Callum Mosley? Oh, Callum! We cannot find the back of the net right now to save ourselves. It is extremely frustrating. Let's see if we can give them maybe a calm down here. I wonder if we're a little bit amped up, maybe. We're just... I mean, looking motivated, that shouldn't be a problem, but we'll just give it a calm down and just see if we can just take one of these chances. This is just the story of our life. This is a little bit like what the York game was like, the Checkatrade Trophy, where we just could not do anything. All right, so I think Zilor's had enough time here. We can pretty confidently say he's not going to do anything. So we'll bring Lyndon Gooch on. We might leave him as that. I wonder if we will look to play Mason as an advanced playmaker. He is by far and away our best player with the ball. Player with the ball, I should say. I think his passing is 15 or 16 and his vision is about the same. So he is more than capable of dictating play for us. So let's give this push forward. We're looking motivated, so it's not necessarily an issue with player mentality. It's just they're running out of talent. I think it seems to be the problem as much as anything. There's one for Suter. Can we look to build here through Mason? He's gone for Njoku. Njoku in for Lyndon Gooch. Can he pick a pass? He's gone. It's a different wavelength, wasn't it? Just a different wavelength. The Callum Mosley there. We've still got it though. For Holmes Dennis, or a little bit of lag. Apologies for that. In for El Haj. Down for Mosley. Oh, Mosley, have a shot, mate. All right, it's still here, though. It's still here for us. And Njoku, Elazage. It's what? Hit the bar again. It's a goal kick. Oh, unbelievable. And this poorly timed lag there, too, wasn't it? Bad time for my laptop to decide it was going to crap itself. Let's give this a demand more, maybe. I don't understand what's going on, if I'm honest. We should have won this game. We should be so far clear. I can't really criticize this. If we go and concede this goal, I am probably going to rage quit. What's happened there? It's a penalty? No. Okay. We got away with that one. This is what we've been dealing with, though. It's just inconsistency and being the better team. I mean, look at that. 18 shots. We had 18 shots on goal, 3 on target. We are just woeful. As I said, I've signed shooting coaches. I've rearranged everything. We're just going to say we weren't good enough. There's no way around that. Well, there it is. We're still 4 points clear. We've still got, Charlton have a game in hand on us. Luton are up there, aren't they? So it's not the worst result, but at home, and you see the way that game played out, we should have won that game quite comfortably. But anyway, wait right there, and we'll be back for Bristol Rovers, which hopefully we will win. Okay, welcome back. Here we go, off to Bristol to play the Rovers. You can see how form is inconsistent. They've lost their last 3, though, so this is the game that should be there for us. This is the team we're going with. It's essentially the same. We've just made the one change. Gooch is coming in for Zelor. A lot of players on their last warnings here. What we've done is I've gone through and told a few players that they need to pick their form up. We also had a team meeting that went well and said that we're doing okay, but come on, boys, we can do better. So hopefully we'll see some sort of benefit from that. Again, with the 4-4-2, this time, obviously, Bristol City. Let's see what we see. So we expect the team to prove a point. I'm almost inclined to go with that. You know what I think? I think we're going to go passionately. We're the favourites. Go out there and make sure that they know why. And then we'll give it some calm faith. And hopefully, we've got someone switched off there. Who's that? Maddie Davidson. Hopefully, this might be sort of the team talk needed to spark them into action. Come on, Forest. I should say, too, I'm recording this on Friday, so it's before the playoff final. So if you're wondering why I am either not celebrating or why I am not crying openly into the mic, it's because the game hasn't happened yet. So hopefully, the reason we're recording so early is that I hope to be celebrating all weekend with Villa's promotion. But yeah, that's why I haven't mentioned it, because it hasn't happened yet. Oh, what a horrible, horrible start. Okay, so let's give them a courage, I guess. There's no point quite yelling at them just yet. What a horrible start. I'm beginning to not know what to do, if I'm honest. Yeah, we're just... We have good... Who is that? Mr. Head Up. Oh, we can't see now. I mean, Suter and Davidson are monsters, like jumping reach of 18, 19. Another corner coming in. We've lost another header. Come on. So this obviously wasn't the team talk. We did stumble across a team talk that worked for us at Villa, didn't we? So there's maybe an element of that we're going to have to just take some time experimenting and find sort of the team talk that tends to work. We're going to go with the demand more here. Yeah, because they're not playing to their potential. We have some quite good players. I mean, very good players by League One standard. So, it's a bit of a dodgy back pass, but it got there in the end, so that's okay. So I think we are really underperforming. We should be beating most teams in this league, but there's an error. Canella There we go. He's taken that chance nicely, hasn't he? An absolute gaff from the central defender from Bristol Rovers. But Elazage is there. He's pounced, and he's actually put it in the back of the net, which is not something we've been doing on a regular basis. But there we go. This episode has a goal too, which is nice, because no one likes the old goalless episode. So we'll give them some praise for that, even though it was kind of a gift, wasn't it? But see if we can get a bit of confidence from it. All right, let's see if we can win this ball high up. Decent attempt to win the ball. And Jock is on a yellow, I think. Is he, or was that last game? I think he is on a yellow. He's going to get himself sent off here, isn't he? I sensed a lunge, but I think we've got away with it. They've knocked it over the top. The fence is asleep, and there it is. Unbelievable. What is the most annoying thing is that we are training defensive positioning. I have signed I've signed every sort of coach there is possible. Our coaching staff has improved significantly. But when you're getting done by that, who is that suit? I wonder if... Let's go to tactics here. He's playing on the cover, so there's absolutely no excuse for that. That's just poor defending. That's all that is. Show some passion, maybe? Let's try that. They're all motivated, so that's maybe not necessarily... Just I don't know. I don't know what to do. There's a decent ball over the top. Elazar is there. That's a red card. There we go. So this could be a way for us to get back into the game, couldn't it? Down to 10. Let's not go and concede against 10 men on the stroke of half time. That might be the end of me. All right, Callum Mosley has the ball. So there's a bit of space. So we might look, especially now that they are down a man, to exploit the flanks this second half. Holmes Dennis gets the ball back. Can he get across? And he can. Elazar off the bar. Unbelievable. I mean, we're not playing well, but they're playing a narrow midfield. They just have fullbacks. There's a tiny part of me that wonders if we go to the 4-3-3 now, but we just haven't been playing well with that formation. So this is going to be an aggressive... Do you even want to win? Callum Mosley, we're going to give him a calm, avoid a booking. Gooch, we'll give him a calm. There's more to come. And we'll just quickly go into tactics. And we'll look to exploit the flank. Do we want to do anything else here? What if we want to close them down a little bit more? I don't want to get stuck in, though, because we have some players on bookings. I think that should be fine. We'll leave it like that for now. I'm wondering if we could maybe go a little bit more flexible. Especially, with the extra man, maybe we can afford to have runners sort of not necessarily staying in the exact spot. Okay, corner comes in. We should have some good headers with the ball. Davidson off the bar again. It's still there. No, it's not. How have we not scored? We've hit the bar twice. And then in the last episode as well, we hit the bar, didn't we? It's just not going in for us. Another corner comes in. Davidson knocks it down. It's cleared. We should be able to get that back. We can. Matty James is back there. Another highlight for Forest. Come on, boys. We've got to get this ball on the net. And Njoku gets it across square. Is it Mason? Mason shoots. Oh, that the keeper wasn't too difficult for him to save that one, in all honesty. This is better. I mean, we're against 10 men, so we can't get too excited here, but we look like we can kind of pass to each other. Maybe it's just needed me to lose my temper at halftime to get them into gear. Holmes Dennis, can he get a cross in? Can he get a cross in? He got to the byline. It's there for Njoku, and he... Again, that's another goal that should have been. I don't think we're playing badly. We just cannot score, and I don't know what to do. Sometimes sort of changing coaches can do that, or moving the coaches around. Let's give them a concentrate. In terms of changes, Callum Mosley, it might be time to take him off. He didn't do much last game, and at some point, you've got to say that... the game is passing him by and he's not really necessarily getting involved. Maybe we need to give... We have Louis Miles on the bench who's decent. Float comes in. A high looping cross from Holmes Dennis and Elzarj, who's an absolute monster in the air. Look at this. Just leaps up above his man. Never looked like missing. He's actually had a really good game. He's taken his 2 chances really, really well. And yeah, he's done quite well for us. So I think we'll wait for this highlight. Let's hope that we can keep our brains at the back this time. Nice little bit of passing. I like it. Gooch out to Njoku. Of course, we're exploiting the flanks. Nice first-time pass for Elahaj. Can he find Callum Mosley? It's dinked in. That's not really Mosley's game. He's okay in the air, but he's not going to get on the end of those sorts of crosses too often. Okay, so a couple of changes I'm seeing here. Njoku looks knackered, and he's on a booking as well. So we'll bring the Silva Lopez on. I'm not thrilled with Mitchell at the back. He should be doing better for us than that. I'm wondering if maybe we play him as the sweeper, not the sweeper, but as the cover. We might make that change. Do we want to take Callum Mosley off? Still a little bit to go here. We'll just make the one change for now. And we'll put Callum Mosley on notice, I think. He's looking nervous as well, so he's not... That doesn't necessarily bode well, does it? We'll give him 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's time for Louis Mars. He can play... Is he better off as a poacher or as an advanced forward? We'll play him as a poacher. See how he goes. And we have 15 minutes to try and nab ourselves a winner. The other change I'm looking at here, Matty James is not having his best game either. So we might look to bring Bobby Mack on. For him, we'll drop Mason in as a deep-lying playmaker. And then Bobby Mack to sort of get forward a little bit more. Bobby Mack, as I said before, he's a really young academy prospect. Let's have a see if we can get a quick look at him there. You can see 17 years old, quite good and improving quickly. So pretty happy to give him some time. Let's give this some push forward here. Come on, boys. Let's go and get the 3 points. Look at the shots on goal we've had compared to them. How we aren't winning games, I do not know. All right, Gooch should be able to retrieve that in your own time. It's not like the clock's winding down. Mason gets the ball across. It's Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot. Oh, I tell you what. We didn't teach him that at Villa, but that wasn't a bad effort. Can we give another shout? No, we can't. All right, Lyndon Gooch. Come on, son. He's knocked it in for Elazaj. It's headed away. Can we get on that? No, let's... This is probably it, isn't it? It's probably it. It's another game that we've just let run away from us. Look at the shots on goal stats. 21 shots on goal to 8, 10 on target to 2, yet we've drawn that game 2-2. Unbelievable. I'm gonna try yelling at them again. Aggressive. That was the sort of game we should be winning. A couple of guys that are demo. I don't know what to tell you. Don't be rubbish. We'll give them a calm you're rubbish. Apparently that works. All right, let's move on. Well, there we go. We're still top of the table, but you can see with the two teams below us with the game in hand, we could potentially be about to slip out of the automatic promotion places, let alone top of the table. So if we draw against 10 Men Rovers, we should have won that game. We really should have. If you have any thoughts of how we could improve things, by all means leave a comment, because I'm running out of ideas a little bit. I don't really know what to do. Elzaj was absolutely fantastic. Took his 2 chances really, really well. But there we go. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed that, 2 points, 2 goals. I mean, it could have been better, couldn't it? But we'll be back on Tuesday. I really wanted to do the Notts County game. It's going to be the derby. But I think we've got Charlton and Milton Keynes Dons. So that's 2nd and 3rd in the league coming up. I think they are bigger games, aren't they? So we'll be back on Tuesday with Charlton and MK Dons away. They could our whole season could almost ride on this, or certainly promotion. Some bad results there, and things could start to go horribly wrong. And we'll show the Notts County game, the second leg of that, or the return fixture later on in the season. So make sure you subscribe if you're new, to make sure you're not going to miss anything. But until next time, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you very much for watching. And here are some of our best goals from October. Take care.